gotta get the watermark in here real quick. Everybody's gonna catch me. Got it. I got it. There we go. Hey, how you doing, Patriots? All right, we got some good network here. Looks like this will be the spot today. Debby, I just barely got you here. I scrambled. I started it up, and right away I was like, oh no, Debby's going to get me today. Got it in there. Hi, Docs and Grandma. Hi, K.A. How are you? What's up, Patriots? It's January 8th, 2024. Day 1098 of Joe Biden's, or FJB's debacle. Something's got to be done, Patriots. Something must be done. Get ready, because God's going to lay the plan out. How you all doing? Hey, Sean. How you doing, bud? Sherry Thomas, Annette Park, Karen Saab, Julie Jordan. Good to have you. And we're just rolling off of that weekend. What a great J6 Vigil weekend we just had. And thank God for Freedom Corner starting the whole thing off. Mickey and Nicole, awesome Patriots, got the whole thing started. Then over the weekend there was 20 or 30 vigils all over the place. Everybody's talking about J6. So that's incremental victory right there. This is a marathon, not a sprint. So we're pacing ourselves, and it is moving right along as long as we keep things going. We got to still be doing them coffee and calls in the morning that we've been doing with calling our representatives. There are so many things to call your representatives about right now that just pick a topic, you know. You could call the guy 5 times in a day, say, hey, the J6ers have been in jail over 1,000 days without a trial. Going to do something about that? Hey, how about the border being open? How about the fentanyl deaths? How about impeaching Mayorkas finally? How about, you know, it goes on and on and on. So eventually, every little subgroup in America is going to have some reason to stand up and make a point of, we're taking our country back. And that's what we're waiting on here. But in the meantime, we got to get the word out. And our word right now is election fraud and J6, man. That's the tip of the spear. I'm still convinced of that, man. Hi, Valerie Lund. How are you? So last night at Freedom Corner was the 523rd Freedom Corner J6 Vigil in a row. Nothing's stopping us now. And I am so happy about our Freedom Corner Patriots, man. There's a whole bunch of Patriots that were down there over the weekend. Glory B was back filming from the corner. We had a couple other guys. There was another dude that filmed some stuff. I got the scoop on the death threat that happened up there that the DC cops didn't seem to mind happening, you know, kind of allowed that to happen, swept it under the rug, whatever. Where else is all rest of law enforcement calling on their brothers in law enforcement in DC to do something about this? Well, I mean, we can only kick and scream and so much, you know, and they don't want to even take complaints from us, you know, basically. So just like when they walked around the Capitol and there were gates open to go onto the plaza around the Capitol when they were laying flowers this weekend for the 4 dead Patriots, but they wouldn't let the Freedom Corner people onto the plaza. I mean, selective allowances for people, man. Oh, cool. Got a big flock of birds over there in that tree. Sean, I don't know how to do a link there, man. I got a text from Sean there, man. So USA, he's looking for some sponsors out there in Chicago to keep him going. I know we're all broke, man, but we got to keep our live streamers going here. We know that they're the ones that are getting us the message. I just got word that Big D was doing a flag wave in Wyoming. I heard it looked pretty cold, but I didn't get to see it yet. So I'll check that out when I get done with this here. Hey, Jane Fubo, thank you for liking and sharing and sending it out, spreading the word. Hi, Carol Burton. So last night at Freedom Corner, just the selective allowances of letting people into the Capitol it's just unheard of. It's crazy. When you actually watch the video, you're going to be going, what are they doing? Why do they treat these people like they're treating the Freedom Corner Patriots? Having a march down DC, like you're supposed to do here in America when you see something going on. That was cool. That's what I wanted to catch there. Yeah, I like it when you see like big giant flocks of birds like that. So, I don't know. Something's got to get done, people. Everybody's noticing it now. Even people that are just scrambling, trying to keep the bills paid, keep their job, keep their insurance on their vehicle and stuff. People just having a normal life are starting to realize that something ain't right with this government, and it's not good, and it's not fixing itself. So I think everybody's just looking for that thing, man. Looking for the thing, man. Gotta do something about it, man. Last night at Freedom Corner, man, they got 4 or 5 phone calls. From Taylor John Atakis called in. James Grant called in, been sitting in jail for 2 years. He's looking forward for his sentencing to come up. Mark Brew talking about the statute of limitations on lawsuits against our government. A lot of the J6ers have lawsuits ready to go. Tom Fighton and Ashley Babbitt's husband have issued a lawsuit against the Capitol Police for Ashley's wrongful death. It's a $30 million lawsuit, and that has been filed now. So I think the legal warfare, whatever you call it, is going to be happening a lot this year. Mark Brew, statute of limitations, he has filed a lawsuit also, and I think he's pro se also, and talking about how he read through all the statute of limitations laws, and there is no statute of limitations. Chris Quaglin called in twice, I think, and he was talking about some of the horrors he's endured in this prison system. Sherry got up there. Sherry, our own Sapphire Patriot, got on and was talking about all the vigils across the country. Brought up one in particular. There was a vigil in New Mexico, and one of our chat people, I think Tammy Green, was down there, down in New Mexico with a vigil down there. So there was vigils all over the place. We got to continue this more. And Pennsylvania, you got 4 prisons here that are seriously mistreating prisoners, period, and seriously mistreating the J6ers in particular. And we'll get into that here shortly. Jeff Sable called and did the national anthem. Then they were talking about some news items, like what happened down in Miami. What was that? There was 60 or 70 cop cars lined up around a mall down there. And then there was these stories coming out. There were 10-foot aliens and stuff walking around. There was some shady video that supposedly showed it. I kind of looked into this yesterday, and it's just garbage. But what really happened there was mobs and mobs of teenagers, young teenagers, walked into the mall, and they do this often, and they cause lots and lots of trouble at this mall. All the people that own the stores in that mall get all pissed off when this happens. And apparently the cops were making some type of a show of force against it. And then I saw that there was a fight that happened, but when you really watch the fight that happened, it was about 20 or 25 kids just going at it, but nobody was really hitting each other, okay? And then the cop rolls in on it, got the headlights on them, and they all scatter. Nobody gets arrested for anything. Nobody's hurt. Nobody's actually punched or attacked. It's a scene. It's a thing the kids are doing now because they're getting away with it. And that's another one of them things. Call your representative. What in the world are you doing about these kids running around? How come they're not getting, fines and stuff? Why are the police not detaining anybody and giving them at least a ticket for disorderly conduct or something? So it's kind of crazy, man. Hey, Bonnie. We got Bonnie in here. All right, Colorado, how are you? No, I haven't heard the song Teenager Scared the Living Shit Out of Me. That's a great title for a song, though. Hi, Cleo. Yeah, bad parenting, man. That's what's going on. Absent parenting. I mean, there's people that think you just send your kid to school and you don't got to do it. That's it. That's all you got to do for your kids, and they'll learn everything, man. All right, I'll look that one up. Colorado. Hey, Ridgeline, how are you? Okay, so that was it at Freedom Corner. Another night, 25 Patriots down there still from the weekend there. I imagine that number's going to thin down a little bit. Rebecca, her channel got striked. We the People MAGA is Rebecca's channel. And somehow she got a strike. I haven't gotten a scoop on that yet. But she has another channel. We posted the link in Sapphire Patriot's live stream last night. I am modding for Sapphire Patriot. So if you would all please stop by, like, share, subscribe, Sapphire Patriot channel on YouTube. And you'll see me there modding. That's why I'm not in the other chats right now. Because, man, modding is a lot like work. I don't know, man. What do you think, Bonnie? It's work, isn't it? You got to be there. You can't leave. As soon as you leave, a troll jumps in and says something stupid. And it's kind of fun. Carol Burton, you had a hand at modding for a while. I don't know what the strike was for, Carol Burton. Somebody complained about her channel or something about misinformation is what I was hearing about that. But I haven't talked to Rebecca about it. So I'll try to get in touch with Rebecca and see what happened there. I did kind of get the scoop last night on what happened with the death threat up at the corner on January 6th, that night that happened. And it was on Jamie Crow's channel. Jamie Crow, another fine patriot, makes these scarves, the red, white, and blue scarves you see everybody wearing down there. She makes them, auctions them off, and then people donate them to you. And somebody donated me this scarf that had purchased it at an auction. It was actually Deb for Freedom bought this scarf and then donated it to me. So Jamie Crow was at the corner for the evening, for the weekend, and she live streamed, and then she had her, she gave Ron J. Spike a ride home from the Vigil, all right, because he lives, several miles away from the corner there. And the whole thing started with these women that were encountering Ron J. and giving him crap for hanging out with all these white people waving flags down there, all right? Okay, Julie Jordan's got a scoop here. Rebecca and Tammy both got shut down that night. Rebecca always has had a backup channel, yeah, and I have her backup channel. It's good to subscribe to both of them if somebody has that. And Tammy just set up a new channel. A lot of us subbed to it last night, so she got enough to live stream. Okay, well, let's get on over to Tammy's channel. Let's find out what that is tonight and get over there and sub to that new channel and Rebecca's dual channel. I don't know if it'll work if you just type in ACEC. This is Rebecca's new channel. ACEC Christian News. And then there's something else at the end of there, but I think if you type that in on YouTube, her channel should come up for that. But we did have a link for it last night. I know Angelina's got the link, and we'll put it into Sapphire Patriot's channel tonight, too. Okay, Bonnie, yeah, I'm not sure what Tammy's new channel is yet either. Then. So anyways, these two women are talking to Ron J and telling him he ain't black because he's at the Freedom Corner with all these other crackers. I mean, utter racism coming out of their mouths. And Ron J is just kind of like, well, that ain't cool, And then the one girl said that she was going to send her people over here to shoot it up. And that was like a whoa, whoa, whoa moment up there, right up at the top of the hill with a dozen cops sitting in cars. They went to tell an officer about this, and they're knocking on the window. I don't know if they're knocking on the window, but it turns out the cop is sleeping in his car on patrol at Freedom Corner and got out and started giving the Freedom Corner people lip about, well, why are you here? Because the Freedom Corner people say, why is she here? Why, is she visiting somebody? Is she here just to cause trouble? Was she sent here to cause trouble? And cops didn't, they did ask her some questions, but there was no interrogation. There was no detainment of a person who just gave a death threat. Who knows if it's legit or not, man. Okay, third of its kind. Hey, 4 Ashley J6 Vigils. Okay, Tammy's channel used to be called 4 Ashley J6 Vigils. Now, third of its kind is telling us it's 4 Ashley Jan 6 Vigil DC. All right, so check that out, and if you can, subscribe to that channel, and apparently she will be live streaming on that tonight, and did also last night. I wasn't aware of that, though. ACEC Christian Watch the News is Rebecca's other channel. Thank you, KA. Thank you. ACEC, capital letters, and then small case, Christian Watch the News. Thank you. Patriots coming together in the chat. I love it. I love it. That's how we spread information, man. Jane Febo, I don't know how to make a link yet either, I made the dig for Angelina, and then I texted it to her, and then somehow you make a link out of it and put it in the chat. I don't know how to do that yet. Sean also has a backup channel. All right. Sean's backup channel is at USA 4 Trump 76 4 Ashley. USA 4 Trump 764 Ashley. All right, Sean, it's good to have a backup, right? And you're also on Rumble too, man, I think. But I just don't go to Rumble that much for Freedom Corner stuff. Yeah, so yeah, we've had some static that happened there. The 2 channels got shut down. We had the death threat. Cops didn't do anything. I hope that got broadcast out there. News to Share has a brief 6-minute video on the cops doing nothing about the death threat, and he got a shot of the opposition dude that was across the street, like yelling goofy stuff at us that night, and the cops sit around do nothing about that too. All right, Trina's a mod on Tammy's channel. Okay, good. That's right. That's the source of information on Tammy's channel. That's great. That's great, Trina. And thanks for modding. I mean, the modding is work. It's work. But it's legitimate, valid work because we're accomplishing stuff by getting this information out there. Like showing law enforcement all over the whole country what their brothers in blue are doing in D.C., all right? They got to see that. They got to see that. And the TV ain't going to show it to them. We gotta show it to them. Let's see. Other J6 news. Ryan Samsel has a Gateway Pundit article some stuff that he's written in Gateway Pundit, which is horrendous. If you want a story about what's going on inside the prisons to RJ6ers that will not bend a knee, that will not take a plea deal. These are the guys that have got 1,000+ days in jail now, and they're the ones that are saying, I ain't signing anything that says I did anything wrong at the Capitol because it's our house. I was allowed to be there. There was a rigged election. I was protesting my government. I didn't break one law by being there, all right? Ryan Samsel is one of them. He will not fold. Chris Quaglin is another one that will not fold. These men are patriots, and the government's got nothing on them, and they are trying to scare them and freak them and torture them into plea deals, and they're not folding so far. They're losing everything, though. They're losing everything. They've been in jail for almost 3 years. And the government, they can't prosecute them yet because they don't have a case against them. And it's going to turn out that all of these cases were the same deal. But the people, they scared them, they tortured them, they threatened them to the point where they were willing to sign a paper for a plea deal. And that's just what's happened. When you put your name to that page, it says that Trump made you go there, and that was their method of operation that they were trying to do, to pin an insurrection on Donald Trump. It's coming out. It's all coming out, and DC's in a complete panic. DC is in a complete panic. 2 more J6ers, though, were arrested yesterday. That's right, Carol Burton. They're still going gangbusters. Our entire Republicans and Democrats in the House of Representatives are still funding the DOJ and the FBI. They could say no more money, period, boom. Psh, the doors close at the FBI, but no, they're keeping it open, and they actually increased the amount that the FBI gets not long ago, 6 or 8 months ago. Yeah, it is getting insane, Bonnie. That is true, man. So this story about Ryan Samsel will rock you to your core. If there's one thing you read from Gateway Pundit today, it's Ryan Samsel's testimony of what happened to him in prison, and it goes on and on and on. And then the fact that they're shipping these guys to, dozen prisons, all right? Just when they move you to another prison, everything starts over again. You got to meet all new people. And that's what they did to these guys. They just kept shifting them around and torturing them that way. It was a form of torture that they called diesel therapy, all right? It's just 2 simple words to put into words what this whole operation is, how they move the prisoners around as a form of torture for them. Also, there is an One America News Network, OANN, has got Jake Lang interview on it. And Jake Lang has been working on a new movie called Patriot Day. And I was actually able to watch this movie on Rumble this morning. And it was on a channel on Rumble called j6truth.org. That's the name of a Rumble channel. And it was on there. It's about a 36-minute video. I got a lot of Jake Lang's original film that he shot there, in addition to other Patriots that were there, their film. There's some body camera footage from cops on there. And he was in the thick of it with the Roseanne Boylan pileup at the tunnel, at the gate breach. He was at a lot of important spots and got a lot of good footage. And so this is a good documentary. I mean, it's original footage from J6, man. You can see exactly what's going on there. He ran into a whole nother guy I never saw before, got shot in the face with a rubber bullet. Not the guy with the hole in his cheek, but another dude. And that's what they were doing. They were doing headshots with rubber bullets. You're not, when you get trained in the police to use that rubber bullet gun, you're not supposed to hit people in the head with it because it can be lethal. And the same thing with the mortars that they were shooting out. You are not supposed to hit people in the head, spine, or chest with one of those things. They are a percussion grenade that's supposed to go off, and the percussion of it exploding is the weapon. But they can use that thing as a projectile and try to hit you, and that's what they were doing. They were aiming at people with these things. Illegal use of force. And that's all coming out too, all right? Now we can all see it. Hopefully, the Speaker of the House is going to release all this stuff. He is dragging his feet, though. I like the guy, but it's still not all out there. And Clay Higgins is telling it like it is. He's a representative from Louisiana, and he's saying there's more than just the videos, all right? And there is so much video. It's going to have to be crowdsourced to the public to get through it all. There's also radio records, audio records of the radio traffic that was happening. There's other body camera footage and stuff. So the videos aren't the only information that the government has now that is out there. And we got to get it, and we got to get it put all together. It's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of people once it's available. But it is not available to me because I don't know where to go look it up. I just got a phone. And there's these websites, I've gone to them, and there's nothing logical or organized about them. And I can't figure out how. I want to see the footage that James Grant's looking for, all right? So where's all the footage of Senate side of Capitol, second floor? You know, you got to look through hundreds of videos to find that because they don't have organized titling or anything like that. So first off, we've got to go through them all and title them so we can know what's in each video. It's a lot of work, and that's why they kept it hidden until now, so that we would never get to the bottom of it. And the statute of limitations is supposedly running out on some of this stuff, and they still haven't released the information on it. So statute of limitations are bunk. They don't mean a thing because they are not compliant with the release of information that we, the people, own. Yeah, we need to, there's a lot of channels. That's why I'm always putting out new channels and stuff, all right? And sources like Gateway Pundit, like OANN, like, what else we got in here? J6truth.org, that's Jake Lang's Rumble channel. He also has, you can look up on patriotdaymovie.com. Was another way to find that movie. There's a trailer for it, but then I found the whole movie and on patriotdaymovie.com, and it was a link to the Rumble channel, j6truth.org on Rumble. And that documentary is posted. And Jake Lang went through horrendous torture also, and he is still awaiting trial also. Sean's was stolen. What? I missed it. What happened? Right on. Vigils. Florida. I missed what happened to Sean here. Someone stole his old channel. How does that happen? All right, I'll look into that, Sean. I don't know how that can happen, though. Did they put the dot in the wrong place or something? Because you got like a hard title, man. I told you that when you were setting that up. It's a capital U with a dot, with a S, with a dot, with an A, with no dot. I mean, then you got the ribbon in there. It's a difficult title to have and an easy one to kind of mimic. Is it exactly your channel, though? I don't understand how that can happen, man. Hacked his account. All right, I don't even know how that can happen yet, Bonnie. I'll talk to you later, Sean. I'll talk to you on the phone tonight or something. We'll figure this out. We'll figure it out, man. All right, so the Ryan Samsel Gateway Pundit article, Jake Lang on OANN. What else? There was a Fanon interview on MSNBC. Did you guys see this? Where the guy's interviewing Fanon, that cop with the tattoos all the way up on his neck, who faked getting dragged out into the crowd. He got his weapon out, and all the Patriots were like, put it away, put it away. And they actually saved Fanon, you know. And then he accused every single one of them guys that even touched him of assault and battery. He faked being knocked out. He's a great actor, this Fanon guy. He used to be a Capitol Police officer on J6. He's not anymore. Now he's just talking. He's going on The View. He was interviewed and almost cried at the J6 committee. And then now he's being interviewed on MSNBC, and the journalist is crying. He's so broken up about talking about J6, even to this day, while he's interviewing Fanon 3 years later. And it is just theater, man. It is theater, and I think America can see through that, man. It was comical. You're right. It was on my news feed. I don't think I saw the whole interview, but my goodness, that interview guy, the journalist, was terrible, man. And I watched the footage of Fanon getting dragged out into the crowd. I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it whatsoever, man. And it's a dang good thing that them Patriots got around him, because there was going to be another dead Patriot out there if they were going to let him get that gun out and use it. Yeah, Carol Burton. He is disgusting. He has a racist lawsuit from a black attorney. Yeah, man, these people are demonic. Horrible, horrible people. Okay, now I don't know who this guy is, but there's a dude named Cat Williams. He's a comic, and there's a new interview of him just telling everybody what exactly goes on with this Illuminati in Hollywood stuff, and how they control people. And this Cat Williams guy, his faith is strong, man. He is standing up against it. And he's telling it like it is. Remember, we were talking, this is a spiritual battle. This is spiritual warfare. And I was telling you about the Book of Enoch yesterday and stuff. Cat Williams is all over this. And I would recommend, if you see this interview he's doing with this guy, this other, they're sitting in front of a fireplace on these really funky looking sofas. And Cat Williams is just talking about, you don't got to be scared of nothing. You walk in, heads drop, because they have no power over you. You stand in your faith and you are good, man. They have no power over you. They cannot create anything, and you just stand strong, and they must cower before you. And basically is what he's saying. And it's true. That's what I know to be truth also. So, way to go, Cat Williams. And I'd never seen a show of his. I have no idea who the guy is, but he is like a famous comic. So there's a couple out there that are doing it. I know Mel Gibson, he's dialed in, man. He knows what's going on and investing his fortune and time into fighting this. There's a lot of stuff. Wow, Jack Smith, burning money, going after for Trump. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what the tattoos thing was like. I don't get it. I don't get it. Nothing against you if you got tattoos, but man, all the way up your neck and stuff. It's just kind of weird. No, Fanon's not the guy that attacked Josh. No, Julie Jordan. That was, I'll think of it here in a second. That was a prison guard dude, though. That was a prison employee that attacked Josh. Yeah, that was a great laugh, man. Okay, so y'all have heard some Cat Williams there. Okay, good, good. Hey, Angelina, we were just talking about you. How awesome of a mod you are. You got to teach me how to make a link one of these days. Okay, a couple other news items I wanted to get into is Chief Justice John Roberts was just spotted having dinner with Jack Smith. Isn't that odd? Chief Justice of the Supreme Court eating dinner with Jack Smith days before the Supreme Court's going to be having some deal going on with Jack Smith and the Trump trial thing, man. It is close to that, Julie George. What is that guy's name? I can't think of it. He was that short guy who always had all the zip ties on his belt. Yeah, he's a real tough guy. And now they won't let him outside anymore. You know, they keep him indoors now, away from the Freedom Corner people, because he is unhinged for sure. So yeah, Chief Justice John Roberts having dinner with Jack Smith. A little odd, but whatever. Not the oddest thing today. Another thing, Lloyd Austin, the head of the military, Department of Defense, just disappeared for a week. Nobody knew where he was. Turns out he's in the hospital. Nobody knows what he's in the hospital for either. And he's in charge of the military, all right? The person, his fill-in, you know, like if Lloyd Austin dies, the person that gets installed next is a gal named Kathleen Hicks. His fill-in was not even told that he was in an intensive care unit. All right, so this guy's had some type of a medical emergency. He's in intensive care unit in a hospital, and the president doesn't know about it. The person who's filling in for him while he's away doesn't know about it. What's wrong with the guy? Is the guy dying? I think we need to be able to know what is wrong, what the health condition of the head of our military is. He had elective surgery. Oh, yeah, what's that? Elective surgery. Did he like to dress up in dresses and stuff, you know? Is it like one of those kind of elective surgeries? Is he going to come back as Lloyd, or is he going to have a new pronoun, or what, you know? Hey, Bad Mom Bree, good to see you in here. Good to see you. Elective surgery. Okay, I haven't heard that yet, so that sets off a couple of alarms, man. The head of the military, you know how they are, you know, they're all woke and stuff. Okay, another thing is that a lot of Republicans, all of a sudden, our majority in the House of Representatives has shrunk. We have 219 supposed Republicans in the House, and there's 213 Democrats. So now we only have a 6-seat majority because McCarthy resigned. He didn't even play out the rest of his term. He just quit playing ball, took his ball and went home. Bill Johnson took his ball and went home. He's not even going to fill out his term. There's several others that are not going to run out for re-election that have come out and stated that. And then, of course, they removed George Santos, you know, they removed him. He didn't want to leave, but the Republicans are eating their own at this point, man. The guys that, if you elected McCarthy to fill that seat in the House of Representatives and he doesn't even complete his term, doesn't that kind of make him an enemy now? Because he absconded. He's dereliction of duty. And this is an elected position. He has no reason he should quit. He shouldn't have run if he didn't want to fill out the term. This is what they're doing. This is your Republicans, people. They're just as bad. I don't think no, defy. If the Republicans have rhinos, do the Democrats have dinos? No, they're just mindless idiots. They're zombies. They are all the hive mind. You know, they don't they vote as a group, man. They are the Borg, for sure. They are the Borg. All right, so we got an infiltrator. Okay, heads up, man. There is fake channels, so when you're modding, you can check if a channel's fake. I don't know if you guys all know that. I'm learning all this stuff for new right now. I've booted off many fake channels. We had a fake Tommy Tatum the other night. There's a fake 00 Jericho. There's a lot of fakes out there, and as a mod, that's what the mods do. If you see a guy named Tommy Tatum and he says something off color, don't get mad at Tommy Tatum. Check and make sure it's Tommy Tatum. And you might go to that channel and he's only got 2 subs, right? And their channel just started in December of 2023. So you know it's a fake channel. And then you can boot them. Then you can block them. And don't just time people out, you know, block them. Just get rid of them. It keeps them busy, getting new channels and stuff. I think they actually like to fuss over stuff like that. Yeah, the fake Jericho. He's made the rounds, man. I jumped into a chat once and there's fake Jericho, you know. I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't even chat yet. What? Yeah, it's crazy. I'm honored that they faked me, you know, whatever. Whatever. I don't think I ever got a sticker, though, at Freedom Corner. That kind of bothers me, man. I've been there a lot. And Trooper got a sticker, and, you know, Mickey has a sticker, but they never made a sticker or a poster of me. So I'm waiting to see that. I can't wait to see that. One other thing. We touched on everything except for, y'all remember when this, we got the Hunter Biden laptop out there. There's all these laptops that are secret that we still don't know about. You know, there's the 33,000 Hillary emails. That's something that's out there that's secret. We can't know about it yet. We are supposed to vote for the people that run this country, but we don't know what's on there. There's the Hunter Biden laptop. There's 2 other laptops. The Seth Rich laptop, which was the guy that got murdered from Hillary's election campaign. And then there's the Anthony Weiner laptop, which was the husband of Hillary Clinton's aide. And he was a House representative also, right? Hauser. That's it, Cleo. All right, nice dig. Paul Hauser was the name of the prison guard that attacked Josh. That's his name. Thanks. So there is this Anthony Weiner laptop, and apparently the story was told when this all came out. This is a laptop that was called the Insurance Policy, and it came out before Trump ran against Hillary. It was out there, and on it was supposed to be some horrific child mutilation video footage. It was called Frazzle Drip. I don't know if you've ever seen it. I've never seen it. I don't want to watch it. You know, I just heard what it is, and it's horrible. And apparently 12 New York Police Department cops saw the information that was on this laptop, and apparently 9 of them committed suicide shortly thereafter. And we still have not gotten the answers on what happened. What happened there? Why did 9 cops commit suicide out of 12 that viewed the information on that laptop, on the Anthony Weiner laptop, all right? Which got me to thinking, I've heard a lot about the suicides after J6 in the police force, too. I don't know if anybody ever wrote an article or has information on this, but I heard there was many suicides in the police force after J6. And in fact, there are civil suits against some of the J6ers that they are being civilly blamed for an officer's suicide because they encountered that cop while at the Capitol and, because the cop failed or whatever. He committed suicide later because of some reason, and they're trying to argue that it was because of the encounter that they had with this J6er. And so I'm looking for that information. I don't know if any of you got anything on that or an article or anything. So I think we're losing light, Patriots. But it kind of warmed up today. I heard you guys are all getting like some nasty, nasty weather out there. And yeah, there's all these like blizzard videos out trying to hype everybody up about, oh, it's going to be the worst weather ever. Blizzards in Norway was the videos I saw this morning. And they had pictures of, houses with 10 feet of snow on them and stuff. But let's just remember, it's only weather, okay? It's only weather. Yeah, they can control the weather. Maybe that might be true. And maybe they can amplify hurricanes and stuff like that. But it's just weather. Let's just make sure we got enough firewood. That if the power goes out, you're going to be able to keep the house warm. Make sure you got enough food if you can't get in and out. And y'all that are taking care of, people that are sick or hurt or injured, just make sure you got the meds around to deal with a 2-week delay before you can get out or something like that. Being prepared will keep you safe through a lot of stuff. And walking the straight and narrow path and not turning to the left or the right will keep you out of a lot of the snares that the enemy is setting up, like fentanyl deaths, man, I don't know the article, Tammy, but is there information on the police suicides after J6? Because I heard there was a lot. I heard there was a lot of suicides after that. But it's just one of them pieces of information. I've never seen an entire article written about it. And I could investigate that. I'm sure I could Google that and find something written about it. So that's all I got today, Patriots. I'll be on Sapphire Patriots channel tonight modding. We got Stormtrooper down there. Glory B's back in town. She'll probably be down there again tonight. We got ASEC Christian Watch the News, which is Rebecca's channel. Yeah, all right. I missed what we're talking about with Taylor here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Taylor is in a cop killing himself suit. I did hear that from Taylor, actually, I think. That's been going on for a while. So there is a lot of that happened, and I'd like to see just some type of bring all the information we got on that out so I can take a good look at it, man. So Patriots, I'm going to sign out now. God bless you all. Thank you for staying in the battle. We got this, but we got to keep going. Keep them calls, keep the letters going to your representatives. Pick a topic, any topic, and complain about it and let them know that they work for us. And this ain't working. We have no representation. It's obvious. The Lord's going to lay out a path and we're going to jump on it. We will all see the cue when it happens, and it will happen. God bless you all, Patriots. This is Jericho. Over and out.